I recently came across an amazing YouTube channel called JinJinBW in which I found a gem.
맨날 그런 생각했어. 경기할 때마다 내가 이렇게까지 연습했는데 내가 지는 건 말이 안 된다. 시발 신이 있다면 내가 이겨야 된다. 이런 생각으로 맨날 게임할 때 계속 그 생각했어. 시발 말이 안 돼. 이겨야지. 준비한 대로 맞아.
In this brief video, Jaedong says something that I found very sensible. Just play out exactly as planned. Oftentimes, when we play against certain opponents, especially ones that we consider better than us, we tend to think that we suddenly need to do something crazy in order to beat them. We believe that they're a different breed and we must go completely out of our way to have a chance. But it's wrong. If you play in a completely different way compared to what you're used to, you're actually going to perform worse, precisely because you're doing something that you're not used to. Jaedong advises himself, just play out exactly as planned. The prize at stake can tilt us towards making silly decisions or even undecisive ones. But when you play according to what you've planned, as Jaedong recommends, there's no more room for guessing. You know exactly what needs to get done, and this will relieve stress in a big way. When you're guessing and making decisions on the fly, there's a good chance you end up worrying all the time whether that move was the right one or not. And making decisions under stress will probably diminish the quality of those decisions on top of that. If, like Jaedong, you have a plan and you focus on it, all these issues are gone. You have a task to complete and you stick to it no matter what. No more guessing, no more what-ifs. Of course, StarCraft 2 is also a game of adaptation, but a good game plan will review as many options your opponent can choose from as possible. Here is my opponent in PvZ. 2 oracles into a charge lot Archon timing attack. Now I try to cover every situation so I don't get surprised and I know what to do in every scenario. If they go Link Bane, I can commit and kill them. If they go Roaches, I'll pull back and build Immortals and research Storm. If they opt for Mutalisks, I will put some pressure and transition into Phoenixes. A solid game plan has all the options covered, or at least most of them. A reason why you might feel some anxiety while playing is due to the fact that you're always wondering what the hell is going to come your way, and how are you even going to react to it. This causes a lot of stress, but once you have a clear game plan and the solutions of each scenario, life becomes much simpler. If you don't know how to react to a clue you've scouted, know that certain responses overlap. Some completely different strategies can be countered by doing an identical response. A typical case would be Protoss versus Terran. Terran has so many options in the early game, especially when they open double gas. Hellions and Reapers, Cyclone Marine Drop, one base all-in, you name it. But in every single scenario, you're going to get an early battery. In every scenario, you will try to scout early and get your gates and units on time to stay alive, so decisions can overlap quite a bit. Now I know some of you are always on the edge of your seat worried about what your opponent could do. Yet you have no proper build order, you're playing randomly and just hoping for. But that won't get you very far. If you hop on a random train and hope it will get you exactly where you want to go, there's a good chance you might be a little bit disappointed. So first you need a build that fits you and that fits your strengths as well. So don't try to copy Clem if you're a slowpoke. And don't play Skytoss if you like to be active on the map. That's common sense. So pick a build that fits you and then look at what you want to get done with it. For example, I've made a Phoenix charge out guide against Terran. My goal is to get on the map so I can get the map control with my Phoenixes, so I can get ahead economically while knowing exactly what's coming my way and I can react accordingly. Then I focus on the defense if they're being very aggressive, or play greedy if they're taking their sweet time. I know what I'm trying to achieve. I'm not building Phoenixes for the sake of building them. I know I want the map control and the capacity to intercept drops so I can play as greedy as possible and get the edge over my opponent. When you know what your game plan and win condition is, all the actions will easily line up with your goal. For example, if you watch Max Pax play against Terran, his game plan is roughly always the same. He tries to outmine the Terran as hard as he can, and once he's outmining the Terran, he wants to trade again and again, until the Terran has no longer enough resources to replenish their army. And this is the moment where he actually wins the game. So his win condition is to outmine the Terran and then trade decently enough to basically exhaust the Terran player. How do you do that? Well, If you want to outmine your opponent, you need to either take bases faster, make more workers, or destroy their bases and workers. So if you pay attention to max specs, it will focus mostly on minerals and expand at a much faster rate than a Terran. It will use different harassment methods to kill some SCVs, Zealot run-bys, DT run-bys, and War Prisms. Later in the game, it will snipe planetary fortresses with blink DTs, and that's how you outmine your opponent. See how much clearer it is? When you have a clear goal to win the game, and you know exactly what your win condition is, you can ask yourself, okay, is what I'm doing right now helping me towards achieving that goal? And then try to honestly answer that question. Now I know behind your screen, you probably play tons of games without even knowing what your win condition is. Perhaps you've tried to play like Max Packs, but you missed the part where he's severely outmining his opponent. So just like him, you play a heavy gateway style and you keep on losing and wonder what you're doing wrong, because after all, you're warping in the same units as he is, right? But you missed the whole purpose of his playstyle, which is to play the exhaust game. So before copying a professional player, try first to put yourself in their shoes to understand the thought process behind their strategy. And if you struggle at doing this, I'd like to remind you that I'm offering coaching services that you can find in my Discord. I'll help you find the best personalized builds for you, review your games, and help you finally improve or even break that plateau. So get in there, the link is in the description.
마인드 컨트롤이 진짜 중요해요. 이게 프로게이머가 진짜 멘탈이 진짜 중요한 게, 아, 내가 자신이 없고 뭔가 내가 부족하지만 내가 이길 수 있을까? 아, 상대 너무 잘하는데, 상대 이재동인데, 상대 이용호인데, 이런 생각은 나는 진짜 한 번도 한 적이 없어. 신인 때부터. 전 절대 그런 생각 안 했어요. 심지어 내가 족밥일 때도 나는 무조건 이길 수 있다, 나는 연습 많이 했다, 이런 생각으로 했고, 그리고 저는 실제로 그게 되게 중요하다고 생각해요. 프로게이머 할 때는 멘탈 같은 게. 그래서 게임할 때는 저도 아까도 얘기했잖아요, 여러분들. 전 자신감 때문에 시체라고.
Now, Jaedong highlights a crucial point regarding the job of a pro gamer, which is certainly also true for a casual player to some extent, or even in life in general. Can I really win? My opponent is Jaedong, Flash, or whoever. How often in our lives have we put someone on a pedestal? Whether it's in intimate relationships, at work, or obviously our higher MMR ladder opponents. When you're queuing a ladder game, all you are is potential. You're not your MMR, neither are they. Right now their ranking may be higher than yours, but tomorrow, next week, or in 3 months, that could change. You're a seed full of potential that can grow if you allow it to, but which sadly have become quite a bit of experts at getting in our own way. Jaedong reminds us we should never get intimidated by supposedly better opponents. You've worked hard, you know what to do, now and go fucking get it. Give them a reason to sweat, even if you have to lose, make them struggle, give it your all. Because the MMR that is shown on screen is your average performance score, but maybe today you're in a good day and they're having an awful one. Maybe the person that has 500 MMR more than you, that you put on a pedestal, has only slept 2 hours and is ill, so he's not exactly in his best condition to play. Yet, because you've decided that I can't beat him, is much better than me, then you would have missed a great opportunity to actually get a nice victory. Good players make blunders too. The more you push, the cleaner you play, the more likely it is that the so-called better opponent might crumble.
제가 경기를 나간다고 해도 이재호랑 한다고 해도 이용진이랑 한다고 해도 10판에서 10판 다 지더라고요. 저는 다시 해도 이길 수 있다는 자신감, 그래도 그 근자감이라고 하더라도 저는 무조건 자신감 가지고, 그게 진짜 중요하다 생각하기 때문에 나라도 내 자신을 믿어야 이기지. 내가 내 자신을 못 믿는데 어떻게 이겨. 맞잖아.
In this final part, Jaedong highlights that even if he were to go 0-10 against a rival, he wouldn't flinch. You trust yourself not out of ego or because you think you're amazing, but because you've practiced and you analyze what you could have done better if you were put in the same situation again. A loss isn't synonymous with being bad. It simply means that you were not able to get the job done this time around. But if you fix certain details, you could play the exact same guy in 10 minutes from now and destroy him if you know what to do differently. Sadly, we too frequently associate our results with our being, meaning that if you're doing bad at the game, therefore you're a bad person. But it's crucial. vital even, to dissociate your ego with the product of your efforts. They are two very different things. The Zurich bourgeois said, even if nobody else does, you at least need to believe in yourself to win. How are you supposed to win if you don't believe in yourself? It requires a lot of courage and faith to believe in yourself when your surroundings scream the opposite. But that's also what makes us humans. Jaedong didn't create that legacy out of luck. He had a lot of faith in himself, and as much as a part of it must be due to his genes and upbringing, he still had to forge his character against opposing forces and hardships. Your losing streak, ladder nemesis, and doubts could actually be the very thing that sharpen you and make you a much better player, a stronger competitor, so don't refrain from adversity and go get it.